The 44 Cup begins its new season in a venue that for years has formed a cornerstone of the circuit. Puerto Calero in Lanzarote, Canary Islands, owned and operated by the RC44 class's long-term partner, Calero Marinas. 2026 marks the 19th year of racing for the high-performance RC44s, making it one of the longest surviving large one-design yachts of all time. Participants are drawn to the owner-driver aspect of the racing, combined with the highest level of competition on the water and great camaraderie ashore.
My name is José Juan Calero. I'm CEO of Calero Marinas. We are starting the RC44 Cup in Puerto Calero for 13th time now. It has been quite a long relation that we've had with the class, and it's always very good to start an event with the 44 class. We are really proud to be part of the history of the class for so many years, and we are looking forward to start with the event. We are going to see different conditions, but the forecast is amazing. I think we're going to have the 12 races during the 4 days, and that's the most important thing. On top of that, we have a social program that we always do with a lot of heart. So we hope that the class enjoy one more race with us in Puerto Calero.
What's unfamiliar is that due to heavy rainfall recently, Lanzarote's usually barren landscape, frequently compared to the surface of the moon and a favorite with sci-fi filmmakers, has become lush and green, full of life and new vegetation. In addition, thanks to a massive double-centered depression spanning the breadth of the North Atlantic, the Azores High has been pushed a long way south. So instead of the usual northeasterly trade winds, for which the Canary Islands are famous, the forecast has the wind from the southwest for the season's debut.
It's just, it's a phenomenal class and racing out here in these hard conditions, and just seeing the competitiveness amongst the fleet is just makes this class, I think, stand out from all the others when it's just so tight and so close like that.
Puerto Calero here, a beautiful location, very nice marina, but also great conditions for sailing. We had a fantastic day today, very good forecast for the rest of the weekend, so very excited to have a full program ahead.
Lanzarote is a very special place. Like the alignment of the island with the normal wind is making the wind getting stronger in all this east part, and here we are protected. We don't have the waves from the Atlantic Ocean, so it makes the whole thing very special and super nice, because we can go out from the harbor and we race just a minute from the harbor. We hoist the spinnaker there, and it makes the whole thing very comfortable and very easy. And now finally sunny, because it has been a bit rainy for what Lanzarote it is, and I think the people is enjoying the island and all the activities around Cesar Manrique and all the places to have good food. And I love the place. I will only talk good, so I love the place, but for sailing, I think today we saw that was fantastic.
I'm pretty sure every owner told you the same. Lanzarote looking so flourish and green. It's something spectacular. I have to say, Milano, it's at the moment we're having -2 and a little bit of snow. So just being here and having my shorts on, it's something special. So very happy to be here. Thank you to the Calero family for hosting this event. The marina is beautiful, and we look forward to tomorrow.
This is the first event of the season. We are in Lanzarote. This venue is great to run a lot of races. As we have the robotic marks, we are able to move where we want. It's very deep out here. We were racing today in a place where it was 700 meters deep, but we can go where we want, and we are expecting a very good week of wind. At the middle of the week, we will have a lot of wind, and then it will be a little bit lighter at the end. But the plan is that we're going to do all the scheduled races.
It was a great opening day of the 2026 44 Cup, with a southwest wind that built to 15 knots and skies that cleared to reveal the long-awaited Canary Islands sunshine. It had only been a short winter's break since the end of last season, so there were no real cobwebs to be blown away. It was competitive racing from the very start, with 3 different winners from the first 3 races of the 44CUP CALERO Marinas. In the first race, Torbjörn Törnqvist's Artemis Racing laid down a marker as the only boat to start on port tack. The Swedish boat forged out to the right towards the Lanzarote coast, where she found gold. Tacking back, Artemis Racing was clear ahead, and the Swedish team was under no major threat for the remainder of the race. Behind, there was an interesting fight for second, with the apple cart turned upside down on the first run. While Chris Bake's Team Aqua, Team Nika and LF Racing lost out on the left, those that had jibed early made great gains. And none more so than Mehmet Taki and Murat Edin's Wow Sailing team. Last at the top mark, the Turkish team hit the right hardest on the run, elevating them to second place, rounding the gate level with Marcus Törnqvist's Gamera Racing. Wow Sailing team held second up the next beat, only losing out when they fouled John Basadoni's Peninsula Racing at the top mark and were forced to carry out a penalty turn.
Yeah, it's a nice feeling to win the first race of the season. You know, we didn't exactly nail the start, but we took advantage of the wind and the shifts up the first beat and managed to get ahead. And so a little bit lucky, but the team sailed really well around the rest of the course, so happy with that.
In race 2, LF Racing started closest to the boat end of the line, but one along from her, Gamera Racing, had executed the better start. Rapidly tacking and following LF Racing out to the right, her advantage was such that when LF Racing tacked back from the right, Gamera Racing was able to cross the French boat on port tack. This launched Gamera Racing into the lead, which she resolutely held for the remainder of the race, finishing ahead of Team Nika and Peninsula Racing. Scoring a 2-1-3, Gamera Racing topped the leaderboard after day 1. Marcus Törnqvist sailing with tactician Francesco Bruni and a powerhouse crew, including several top names from the America's Cup and Sail GP.
It was a very good day for us. The whole team did a fantastic job. Marcus steering very smoothly today. I can't complain with anything. With good starts, good speed, and everything was rolling our way. The first race we did a little bit of a very good move at the top mark, jibing early, and we were back in the top 3, and that was probably the move of the day for us.
Sticking to their strategy, in the third race, LF Racing again started closest to the boat, but this time executed it with a precision we're more used to seeing from the French team. And while Gamera Racing, Peninsula Racing and Artemis Racing all had a similar idea, when LF tacked back from the far right, all were forced to tack beneath her. LF Racing was able to consolidate the advantage and led for the remainder of the race.
The plan was always the same between the second and the last race. I think, as Michele expressed, we needed to do a little bit better execution. I have to say I'm sorry for the tacticians this time, because out there, I know we always say it's snakes and ladders, but Lanzarote, especially this time, it's quite complicated. Obviously, we're trying to do the best we can, and I think it showed in the last race we've been sailing quite well. But yeah, the results just need to come up. It's a long way to go. We're in first day. Took off some of the rust out of my fingers, so truly hope that from tomorrow, tomorrow looks fresh. So we're gonna try to push it until the last day.
They may not have won a race, but John Basadoni's Peninsula Racing posted a 4.32, consistency that has left them in second position at the end of the opening day, ahead of Artemis Racing.
Yeah, today was the fantastic conditions. We sailed pretty well. Pretty happy with our performance. It's been a while we've had a first day like that, but yeah, we sailed well throughout the boat, but there's still a long way to go. I think tomorrow is going to be quite windy, so yeah, we'll just focus on what we need to do and see how we go.
Conditions were markedly different from the first day of racing, this time strongly from the northwest across Lanzarote and its hilly terrain. The offshore breeze turned the racecourse into a challenging minefield of shifts and gusts for tacticians to figure out. The most extreme changes came in the last race, which saw wind vary between 10 and 25 knots. At the beginning of the day, RC44 class president Chris Bake and his Team Aqua crew had shown some of their old form when they claimed the first race ahead of Artemis Racing and Aleph Racing. Team Aqua rounded the top mark in 7th, passing a devastated Team Nika, which had been leading only to incur a penalty after not answering a request for room to tack from Artemis Racing. However, Team Aqua was first to jibe, which elevated them to 4th coming into the starboard gate mark. The group swapped sides, and as Charisma led up the starboard ley line into the top mark, Team Aqua enjoyed a lift, getting the inside berth on Charisma to lead onto the run and extend away.
We had the offshore breeze, the typical breeze you get here, and they sort of between 16 and 23 knots on average. Very big lines of breeze, very shifty, and some unbelievable racing amongst the fleet. And you know, it was just one of those days we just had to sort of be patient and push hard and just keep pushing and just sort of trying to get the right leverage at the right time. But you know, we're sailing some tight races, a lot of position changes, and it just was about understanding when the right time was to be in the final shift of each of the legs.
In race 2, Gamera Racing started at the boat end and held on starboard, popping out in front when they tacked. However, still on fire, Team Aqua led around the top mark and along with the rest of the fleet, jibed early. Gamera led a tight group into the starboard gate mark and then hung on for the rest of the race to win from Team Aqua and their teammates on Artemis Racing.
Tricky old day, you know, breeze was shifting quite a lot today and pressure lines and puffs and stuff coming through and it made it tough, but exciting racing, never over until the finish line. So you know, we had some good starts and we didn't have such a good one in the last one, and we couldn't really get on top of things in the last race. So you know, tried to keep in touch and almost got back into it, but not quite. So we're happy with the day.
In race 3, WOW Sailing Team may have enjoyed some luck. They won the pin, were among the lead group on the left once they tacked, committed further to the left, where they enjoyed a magnificent lift. This propelled them to the top mark with a comfortable lead over Chris Bake's Team Aqua and John Bassadoni's Peninsula Racing. Despite some heart-in-mouth moments, holding on starboard jibe longer and then being able to lay the finish line in 1 launched the Turkish team to their first ever race win after a year campaigning on the 44 Cup circuit. While WOW Sailing Team won the race by 32 seconds from Peninsula Racing, the rest of the fleet arrived in a deluge, with 4 boats finishing within just 12 seconds of each other.
Team is very happy. We are all very happy because we won, let's say, our first race and it was windy. So we're improving, we're getting there, but we still are like feeling weak. And but all went good. Like we started good and we pushed hard for the side that ended up being the good one, and then we finally won 1. So that means that slowly our mistakes are getting smaller, and that's what makes us super happy.
The first 2 races was a little bit messy, but still good. But third race was a good day. First win in the class. So.
Scores of 1, 2, 3 made Team Aqua the top scoring yacht of the day, elevating them to 2nd overall, 3 points clear of Gamera Racing. Peninsula Racing and Artemis Racing also enjoyed solid days despite those difficult conditions. After a moderate opening day and winds gusting to 20+ knots on Friday, on day 3 the start of racing had to be postponed by 2 hours as teams and race committee waited for the wind to build and stabilise. Once again, RC44 class president Chris Bake, tactician Cameron Appleton and the crew on Team Aqua came out all guns blazing. with the wind from the west blowing along the Lanzarote coastline. Much like Thursday, but lighter, the same tactics of heading right often seem to work. Team Aqua applied this in the first race, winning the boat end of the line and hammering the right-hand side hardest of all, just managing to keep Pietro Laura Piana and the Aleph Racing crew in their rear-view mirror. But strange things were happening on the racecourse. This caused the rich to get massively richer until the end of the final run, when the boats caught up from behind with new breeze. Nonetheless, Team Aqua hung on to score her second bullet of the regatta, finishing 2 seconds ahead of Aleph Racing, with John Basadoni's Peninsula Racing 48 seconds further back.
Well, it was it's tricky. Obviously, the wind has been filling in very slowly and has been clocking right. At the start, we had a big wind shift, so we actually started on port, which for this fleet is very unusual, and that got us over to the right side of the course, which put us in a good position for the rest of the race, and we're able to hold on to the lead, which was really nice.
The 2025 champion in the 44 Cup, Vladimir Prasikin's Team Nika, has been enduring a difficult regatta to date, with their tactician unexpectedly having to return home and coach Tomas Gopi stepping in as his last-minute replacement. This newfound relationship is taking a while to bed in, but finally came good in the second race, which Team Nika won. In this race, everyone went right up the first beat, but Prosikin and his crew had nailed the start and led Aqua around the top mark and held on from there.
It's something new, something unusual. The boat became a bit loud, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to sail like this. And it's a bit like I don't know, can say, like a bit of discussion what is coming next, but it's a lot of fun. And we hope we can recover. We'll do our best.
The final race should have gone the way of Marcus Tornquist's Gamera Racing, which led until the start of the final downwind when they executed a jibe set at the top mark, while Peninsula Racing, chasing them, held on starboard. The leg ultimately turned into a three-way fight, with Aleph Racing also in the mix. By the finish, Peninsula Racing took the winner's gun 11 seconds ahead of Gamera Racing, and then another 3 seconds ahead of Aleph Racing. Aside from Team Aqua, the day was a good one for the Italian tacticians on Peninsula, Aleph and Gamera, who are always adept at handling challenging conditions.
It's a good day for us. I think that since the beginning of this week, looks that we are competitive. We are able to sail the boat quite fast, and the guys on board are doing a good job. John is driving very well the boat, and obviously still we are rusty because we are coming from the winter, and that is where maybe sometimes we are losing some points somewhere, you know. But the reality is that we are happy about our performance, our results. We are close to the top boat. I think there's 1 point behind, so that shows that we are competitive, and we need to continue like that for sure.
Going into the final day of competition, Peninsula Racing was lying in second, 1 point behind Team Aqua. These places changed round when the Gibraltar team won the day's opening race, with Team Aqua in second. In their second race, Peninsula's lead built, scoring a third to Team Aqua's fifth, and in the final race, just to push the point home, Basadoni's team crossed the course on the final run to cover their opponent. This meant that Gamera Racing, who won the final race, drew level on points with Team Aqua, beating her on countback to secure second overall. So John Basadoni's Peninsula Racing came out on top at the conclusion of the 44 Cup Calero Marinas. They won by 5 points from the newest team on the block, Marcus Tornquist's Gamera Racing, who took out the tiebreak for second place from class veterans Team Aqua, skippered by RC44 class president Chris Bake. Peninsula Racing has been competing on the 44 Cup circuit since 2010. While the team enjoyed an early flush of success, including winning the RC44 World Championship in 2012, this week's victory was their first in a 44 Cup event since 2017.
It's been a fantastic week. I think we've sailed really well, very consistent, which in this class it's important. I think we've pretty much scored the same number of points every day. It's been quite very challenging conditions, very shifty, and I think the team have sailed very, very well, tactically, as well as handling of the boat, which has been crucial. Vasco, Jordi, with the tactics strategy have done a great job. And especially a lot of hard work has gone into getting, preparing the boat, since we broke the last one, and so big thank you to all the team, because without that we wouldn't be as competitive as we have been this week. So it's been a fantastic week, great feeling that it's been a while that we have had the win. So hopefully we can keep it going.
It's been a good week for Gamera. Although we didn't win the event, we were leading every day. But unfortunately today, the first 2 races, we couldn't start well, and we're on the back of the fleet. Luckily, we finished with a good high, good win on the last race, which gives us the second overall, which is still a good result. We are pretty happy with how we sailed the week, apart from those 2 races. I'm happy for Peninsula, for Vasco. Well done to them, to John and Vasco and the whole team. They did a very, very solid week. But it's a long championship, and we are happy to finish second.
The event was great. We had a lot of different wind conditions, very windy days. Yesterday was Peninsula just winning. Yesterday was a little bit shifty and light. Today the wind was light but filled in nicely after we started racing. And it was a big fight between us, Peninsula and Gamera. And unfortunately, Peninsula had a clean day yesterday and another clean day today and won the regatta. Unfortunately for us, fortunately for them. But it was a well-fought battle, and really pleased that they got a win. They've been fighting hard for a while, and it's great to see them on the podium. We obviously were close with Gamera going into last race, and we were on the right side of the course and just didn't catch a few shifts, and we tied for the finish, but on count back they won, so they got a second, we got a third. But a great regatta.
Today we have completed the first race of the year in Puerto Calero of the 44CUP circuit. We are so happy. We've had 12 races with a wide range of wind conditions. I think the crews are very happy, the owners are very happy. They've been sailing with 25 knots, they've been sailing with 8 knots in a different race courses. All the race courses just 3 miles from the marina. So I think everything has gone very, very well. This is our winter sailing in the Canary Islands, and we've had a nice sunshine during all the races, which is what we want and what we value. So I'm looking forward to host back the class as soon as possible, and I think the message has been really, really clear. Lanzarote wind conditions are fantastic. We have a nice climate all over the year. So we are looking forward to receive sailors to enjoy our winter sailing in the Canary Islands, in Lanzarote.
The 44CUP now moves back to the Mediterranean and a new venue, Punta al Dia in Sardinia, from 22nd to 26th of April.